This episode of Savage Sessions is brought to you and produced by Radio Salad Studios. And now your host, Chucky T.
Our opening shot takes us over the illustrious port city of San Fran. The bottom of the screen it says San Fran. 1875, New Year's Eve. Camera goes through the wall and starts going down a narrow passageway that quickly widens out, and we can hear water running. There's no light, but as camera keeps moving, and it opens up and we see faint glimmer of light, and we can hear splashing. We hear this very creepy giggling. As the camera dollies up, we see our heroes. Backing up, we see the water that's running down into the secret entrance to Dowling Feng's abode. Each of them have their lanterns raised, and there's something crouched in front of them. Sophia Wolf is telling Sister Mercy to keep her distance, keep her distance. Try to take him in pairs! Try to take him in pairs! Camera drifts past them, and we see Lacey O'Malley, the intrepid reporter, crouch down, veer off to the left as something smashes next to him. We hear the chittering, and we see Lacey look up, and he's looking directly at some unnatural monstrosity with a mouth full of fangs, and it giggles like a small child, and its blind eyes still looking for its prey. And the thing lunges at the camera, and the screen goes black, and the words Deadlands fill up before we go into our opening credits.
This episode is brought to you by the kind people at Red Juice Studios. They produce some great shows and could produce yours too. If you have an idea on a podcast and you're not sure where to go, these guys can help. Check their stuff out at redjuicestudio.com. There's a cool kitty on the splash page. Go see it now. Hello, players. Welcome to Savage Sessions, a production of Radio Salad Studios. My name is E. Morris, and we'll be your host, along with Chucky T and Big Stompy Robot and our mascot, Totes my Goat. For Deadlands, the Weird West, Big Trouble in Kowloon, a tabletop RPG created by Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. Anyway, that's all created by Pinnacle Entertainment. Definitely check them out for all your role-playing needs. Now, as is tradition at Savage Sessions, if there's any in-game currency, we like to start our players off with a little bit more. And for this system, it comes in the form of bennies. These are points that the players can spend to do cool and crazy things in the game, like kill bad people and not die. The players now have their current bennies, and they may now gain a little bit more by giving us a 60-second intro of yourself and a who are you from the player's perspective. Take it away, Greg.
Playing Sister Mercy. She's kind of dual allegiance to two factions. Most times she's carrying a Bible, preaching to the good book. But in other times, like now, she's real quick to pull out her gun.
Right.
She's part of the Twilight Legion and
Correct.
part of the Sisters of Mercy.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
Right now, she's kind of questioning that allegiance with the system that she's in.
Well done. Go ahead. Take her extra, Benny. And yes. How about you, sir?
Yes. So I play Lacey O'Malley, a first generation Irish American. It just happens to be one of the best reporters in the world, in his opinion. And for a newspaper that's probably not really. Look, it's filled with a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of people question, but honestly, he believes everything he writes. If he didn't write it, it never happened. He even has pictures to prove it. He doesn't know how to Photoshop. What's that in the 1800s? You know, he just takes pictures and puts them in the paper. The Epitaph is the paper that he writes for, and he is extremely goal-driven in order to find out the truth and get it to the people.
Nice. Well done. Go ahead. Take your extra Benny. And yes. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Yeah, the camera is now moving around quickly. I am going to throw down cards. I will alternate between the both of you. The both of you will get your cards first. Remember to look at your adventure cards. And if you want to use them, just tell me stop and throw the card on the table, and then we will resolve that card. All right, Everett, you're first. Yay! All right, Everett, congratulations. I'll toss him up to the top here. Everett, got yourself a king.
Yeah, I do.
Greg, Greg, you got yourself a 3. Remember, if you do not like the card, let me know. Toss a Benny. I will pull you another one.
I got a 3.
Yeah, 3.
Fuck it, let's go with it.
Go with it. Okay. The next one.
I want my bennies for later.
You want? Yeah, you do. All right. So, the next one, I will pull for the NPCs, and then I'll let you guys work together as to how they're going to be doing stuff. And they got themselves, looks like an 8. And then the bad guys, the hopping. Okay, they got themselves a deuce.
See?
Okay.
Faith.
So,
You gotta have faith.
all right, Everett. Lacey has the king.
Yeah.
One hand is holding up a lantern. The other hand is right now empty, but it does not cost anything to draw a weapon at this time. And yes, you have one of these monstrosities in front of you. The first thing I need from you is a spirit check, a fear check.
Yeah, so I got a 9, so it doesn't matter. I'm fine.
Are you?
Yes.
Yes. Let me double check. And yes, they do not cause any extra fear. So lucky you. I mean, yay, you. Okay, so you got the success, you got the race. So yes, you can act normal. What do you want your guy to do? What do you want Lacey to do?
All right. Well, let me figure out where he is on the board. Where am I? Okay, there's that. And then in what relation am I or space from the bad guys?
Oh, he's getting ready to pounce on you. So you're there. You have a bad guy.
Just to my right.
Just to your right. Looks like he's getting ready to pounce.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just going to shoot him.
You're going to shoot him. All right.
You know, close enough. You get a pretty solid shot. Yeah.
All right. So as you stagger back, you level up the gun, and go ahead. Give me that shooting roll.
Oh.
You got a 1 and a 4. All you need is a 4, so it's up to you. You can keep that or toss a Benny to get something better if you think.
You know what? If all I need's a 4, then I'm gonna save me Benny and say, let's see what a 4 does.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. The revolver that you're using, a little, I think it's like a little 38, 2d6 damage. Please roll me 2d6. You add these together, they can ace.
Doop 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 doop.
Oh, oh my God. Roll me that 6 again.
Outstanding. I'm sorry I didn't get to the screen in time. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
There it is. There's your 16. Holy crap.
I killed him.
It was enough to do the wound. The shot reverberates out. The thing goes spiraling backwards. It flops to the ground. And where it flops to the ground is precariously close to the edge where Bad Luck Betty, Clang, and Shady Doug are at the bottom. And they've been trying to dig Betty out from, as they were trying to climb up. Betty's bad luck came in and the cliffside broke away. Well, this thing flops down and you're getting ready to pop a few more shots into it when Clang's hand snatches up and the poor thing, it's even with his blind eyes, you can see them get big as it gets its hair pulled back, and you watch as it gets just pulled right off the edge. You hear Clang roar, and Shady Dog is throwing rocks off, and he's trying to pull Betty out, and he stops. His eyes get big as he watches Clang start smashing its head into the wall, and it looks down to where you shot it in the throat. And Dog's eyes get big as he turns his head because he watches as he's gripped his throat and it shoves 2 fingers into the hole. He's got big fucking fingers. Shoves it into the hole. Doug turns his head as there's a sickening ripping noise. Well done. Well done. Oh, so the camera moves up and around and it goes. So Doug looks over at he looks over at Clang, and he tells Clang to try to climb up, I got Betty. And he's trying to pull Betty out, and Betty's got one arm free now, and she's trying to get the other arm free, and she's tossing rocks off along with Shady. And we go over to now Sister Mercy. Yeah, first thing I need a fear check, please. As yeah, the thing flopped out of the darkness, landed in the water, then hopped at you, and it's got that creepy childlike giggle. Yeah. Let's see that.
There it is.
Oh my God, a 9 and a 7. Yeah, okay. Wow, the Roll20 gods are loving you boys. Yeah, you can act normal. What do you want Sister Mercy to do?
She's just gonna shoot whatever, just hop at her.
Great, go ahead. Go ahead. Give me that roll. That shooting roll.
8.
You got an 8? Oh my God, a success. That's a raise. Go ahead, roll me 3d6 for damage. All you need is a 13. Oh, hold on. Let me get over to here. Favorite thing. Here we go.
There's an 11.
There's an 11.
How many of these things we got in here?
There's one left. You know, it's above the 2 of you.
You said 13 wounded or incapacitated?
13, yes. Got a 5, a 2, and a 4.
I'm gonna spend a Benny to try and see if I can get that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Toss that Benny on the table.
There's a reroll, which was no better, so that was a waste.
Oof. Oof. All right. Well, hey, the thing is shaken. But now it is Stephanie Wolf's turn. And as she sees as your shot slams into its chest and the thing staggers back and it goes to turn upright, Stephanie Wolf pounces on this thing. She slams her high heels into its chest. Even for her small frame, she takes it off balance. As it spins, she drops her hands onto the cold stone floor and literally handstands herself up, flips around, lands on the ground, and she throws 2 knives into it. They connect, and the thing goes staggering back. It's still up, but it is injured. All right, now we go to the hopping vampires. Okay, so we got the one on the top. And with its blind eyes, the one that's above you guys, it's looking down, but it's not really looking at anyone in particular. And as it goes to the vampire's point of view, and we see its head turning, and it grins and it has multiple fang teeth. And we see its ear twitch as it zooms in on the breathing of the 2 women fighting the other hopping vampire. And it falls to the ground. Everett, do me a favor, roll me a D20 for Stephanie. Greg, roll me a D20 for Sister Mercy. Whoever gets the lowest is who this hopping vampire is going after. Lacey got a 19. Oof. Or
maybe.
No. They get a 20.
Okay. It flops down. Now, Sister Mercy, you knew it was above you from previously. So as it comes careening into the ground, feet first, it crouches and it stands up and it lashes out and it tries to grab Sister Mercy. Okay.
Oh,
It has
that kind of girl, pal.
It has a D8 for athletics. Oh, you shut your mouth. That's a raise. So Stephanie lets out a warning to Sister Mercy as the thing lands to tell Sister Mercy to step back, step back. So as it lands feet first, and you can hear it's like it sounds like everything's breaking as it giggles like a small child. And it lands and its knees just crack, 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 crack. And as it stands up, it's a crack, 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 crack. And then you got the giggling, the small child. And the next thing you know, it's lightning fast, and it loops its arms around you. Its fangs come just ridiculously close to your face, and it sucks air out of you. You see Sister Mercy's eyes start to roll up, and her mouth involuntarily drops open. Okay, the next round, this thing is going to start, essentially, instead of a crush attack, it's going to try and pull life out of Sister Mercy. All right, so that's all of them. Let's go to the next round. The first card I'm going to drop is for Greg. Greg. Wow, what is that? Greg, oh, look at that, buddy. You got yourself a king. All right, okay. Everett, look at you. You got yourself an ace. Your allies got themselves a 4. And the bad guys got themselves a 7. So you guys are going first. It starts with ace. So Everett, you are up first again.
All right.
Clang is trying to pull himself up. You hear Stephanie and Sister Mercy are engaged behind you, and as the lantern is moving up and around. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That can be used. Yeah, what is Lacey doing?
Okay, so I don't have any bad guys around me.
No, you do not.
And they're pretty much all around Sister Mercy, apparently.
Oh, yeah. One of them has got Sister Mercy in a nasty bear hug, and there's some weird lights coming off of their faces.
Okay. So I'm going to look at my weapons list here really quick before I
Okay.
just start rattling off ideas.
Sure.
So I do have a pistol, but I got a shotgun shells. Do I have a shotgun?
Yeah, you did say you wanted to take a shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay. With the shotgun. Yes, you get a +2 to hit, but
Sister Mercy's in the middle of it.
not only Sister Mercy, but you also have Stephanie is there. Now remember, the only two people that are not moving right now are Sister Mercy. Stephanie and the other vampire are circling each other. So they're technically in that space. They are moving around.
Okay.
You could use a shotgun, but there's a very strong possibility you will blast them.
Yeah, and I don't want them to get any pepper spray, if you will, over
Right.
the sister or Stephanie.
Right.
So because of that, I think, is there any way I can be of assistance getting our friends from lower level up to where they can be assistants in the next round?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You can spend this round helping first helping Clang, and then in turn,
Yeah.
the two of you can help Shady Doug and Bad Luck Betty up. Nice. Well done. Well done. Yes. Okay. So real quick, in your head, what does that look like?
Okay, so Clang, he's a big one, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's one of the ogres. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a big boy.
So my thought is, can we get Clang to stand at a certain angle to where Bad Luck Betty and Shady can basically climb up his back onto the next level?
Right. Okay. So you're giving this instructions to them. Bad Luck Betty and Doug, they look at each other and Doug shrugs and Clang glances around and looks down and Clang puts his arm out and he's hanging on. He's got himself pulled up almost all the way up. Hell, like half of him is hanging down and he reaches down and Doug turns to Betty and tilts, he tips his hat and motions for her and ladies first. And Betty looks over at Doug. Seriously? We're in the middle of a fight. Ladies first, I insist. Oh, we're going to talk about this later. And with that, she takes Clang's hand. And yes, so the four of you are making your way up to the next level. Nicely done. All right, Greg, that takes over Sister Mercy. Okay.
So you said protection. You said I could use that?
You can cast that. You'll be at a -2 to do it.
Okay.
But okay, well, hold on a second. Now that okay. What other powers does she have? Yeah, because
I was looking at a different one, and
okay.
I think I clicked. Let's try this one.
There you go.
That's the one.
Should I touch you unless yes? Okay. Yes. If you want to try that one, that makes it yes. Holy symbol. Supernatural evil cannot touch you unless a spirit roll as a free action, -2 on a raise. So you spend the power points.
Yep,
and then you
3 actually.
Okay, so spend 3 of those.
Yep, got it.
Okay, and then you give me a faith roll.
It has to be a faith roll.
Yes, faith roll.
What's this cast here? Does that do anything?
I don't know. Because I'm a good GM and I have this all set up in advance. You did?
It's holy symbol.
Okay, you got a 5 and 2. Okay, because you're bound, that's actually a 3. Because he's grabbed you. So it's up to you.
Oh, what the hell? I think I'm gonna end up dying anyways. Let's try the Betty and see if we can get better.
Okay.
So that's a 4.
That's a 4. That's all you need. That's all you need. Okay. All right. So, yes. Give me a second here and let me look at. It says spirit. They need to do themselves a spirit roll, eh? Okay. What are their spirit?
I believe at a -2, isn't it?
Only if you got
that's
a
not
raise.
a raise.
That's if you got a raise. Okay. Well, their spirit's a D6. Their spirit's a D6, so they need to get a 4 on a D6. Maybe. And he got a 3. So, Greg, as it's you can feel it's doing something terrible to you, and your eyes start to roll up. In your head, you have repelled this thing. What does that look like to you?
Basically, he's got me. He said he had me bound. Basically,
Oh yeah, yes. Oh yeah, it's a nasty bear hug.
I just grabbed my book and I pull it closer to me with one hand that I have free.
Gotcha.
And just start praying a little bit.
Right. The entire cavern. There's a faint, because there was already a light glow as it was trying to suck the life force out of you, and it chuckles. And as we see Sister Mercy's hand grip the Bible, and the glow, the violet glow around her head and the vampire's head is quickly faded as there's a bright white light starting at just the outline of Sister Mercy, and then it pushes itself out. And the vampire, even with its blind eyes, it can see and it can feel this positive energy push into it. And we see the vampire's fingers are locked together behind Sister Mercy's, the small of her back, tighten up, and his fingers dig into his own hands. And as he's pulled back, he's pulling Sister Mercy, but it's like her feet are anchored to the ground. And the prayer just intensifies. And we see the fingers lock, and then they separate. And he gets pushed back by an invisible force a good 8 feet away. And his hands are pressed up against some invisible field. And it's pushing against it, and it's growling and snarling. Oh, well done, Greg. There it is. Okay, so that was them. We know what your allies are doing. Okay. We know the one vampire's trying to get in. The other vampire on Stephanie, as they're going back and forth, Stephanie bobs and weaves, and she's looking for her entrance. And she glances over because she hears the commotion of everyone else pulling their way up, and she grins. And she goes down, and it looks like she's trying to sweep the feet of the vampire out from underneath of it. But as her leg catches, she actually uses that counter momentum to spiral herself around in some crazed dance maneuver. And she stands up and she puts her arm around Sister Mercy's waist, and she has leveled out the Gatling pistol at the two vampires. She'll be able to fire the next round. She will not be able to fire this round. All right, so we got that. So we go to Everett. Everett.
Yes.
You got yourself a 9. Greg. You got yourself a queen. Nice. Okay, there we go. Your allies got themselves an ace. Okay, so they're coming to the rescue. And then the bad guys got themselves a 6. All right. Lacey, you have got everybody up. Shady Doug immediately takes sight of what's going on around. He helps Betty up. Betty pushes them off. Well, Betty's not the most genteel lady in the West, and she calls him a few indescribable words, and she levels up her rifle, and she's taking aim at one of the vampires, and Shady Dog moves off to the side, and he mutters to himself that he's got to get closer. And the ethereal cards start to come up into his hands, and Clang cracks his back, glances around, and he walks over and he grabs a large rock, and he starts to heft it out of the ground. Oh my goodness. So that was the aces. Now we come to the queen. Greg, that is Sister Mercy. What do you want Sister Mercy to do? Oh, Right now, it's just on you. Like,
Okay.
and this thing is pushing this bubble and is quickly receding back towards you. So Stephanie is not protected by this. Is there something else
I
like? Yeah, what's that?
was gonna say, could I cast it again to try to expand it, or because I didn't? If I'd known that in the first place, I would have just spent the points.
If you want to spend two, just spend 2 points. That's you maintaining the bubble outwards. How's that? That work?
Sure. So that'll put me down to 15 power points.
Okay, and yeah, Stephanie is because again the bubble's getting close, the thing's pushing on it, and all of a sudden, like, what does it look like in your head? What just happened?
Oddly enough, why, yes, she's got that tight grip on it.
Yep.
So she kind of takes the gun and she's got it in her hand, but she's pointing it up and just kind of prays a little harder.
Nice, nice. And Stephanie feels something push off of you, and it pushes her just a little bit. And the second vampire gets pushed back. And it's not just pushed back, he gets slid back a good 6 feet away. And both of them are now smacking against this invisible field, trying to get in. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. So that was the queen. Next, we're going to go over to Everett, you're up. What do you want Lacey to be doing?
All right, so we got everybody up onto the next level.
Yeah, Clang is pulling up a rock. Shady Doug is prepping a spell, and Bad Luck Betty has her Winchester rifle out, and she's taking aim at one of the other monstrosities.
Okay. Man. So our friends to the left there, do they have a little bit more clearance?
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. You don't understand what's going on. Like they're you don't know what they did, but like their lanterns are kicking ass and taking names. Like that whole area is illuminated like nobody's business.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, the monsters are just standing there. And it looks like it's almost comedic as they look like the mimes that you see in big cities. Because they're just like pushing on something that's not there. But they're very transfixed on getting to the women, but they're not really moving towards them. It's like there is something blocking their way.
Cool. While they're totally distracted, I'm gonna take a shotgun shot at one of them.
Nice, nice. Go ahead. You rush forward. You level up the shotgun. Go ahead. Give me that shooting roll, please.
Yeah, because it's going to be a success and a raise. Watch this.
Remember, you add 2 to this.
Oh, yeah, because well, that's
okay. We got a 1 and a 3, so you got a 5. Okay, that is a hit.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, is it too late to use my action card?
No.
Cool. Because that doubles.
Toss it on the table if you want to use it. Hell yeah.
And stop clicking on Sister Mercy's card. Yeah.
Have it.
So if that
You don't want that one. We'll get out of this into a bigger problem.
Yeah, probably. But hey, this is the last episode in this series. So
yes, bullseye.
Yeah, so if that doubles it, does that take both of them down?
You know what? Because I was going to tell you. Oh, come on.
Roll for damage? Come on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, there it is. Bullseye. Yes. Play after damage is rolled to double the total of successful ranged attack.
Okay, nice. So I got to roll for damage first, but we know we want to use it anyway, so.
Well, because right now where you are standing, you're going to do 2d6 damage to them.
Oh, yeah. Watch this magic. Check this out, dude. This is going to be sweet. I am about this. And
you got a 6. So that's a 12.
Can I Benny that?
I mean, absolutely, you can Benny damage. You always keep the highest.
Doobie doop doop. Kick you off the board and re-roll. 2d6.
Yep.
Big number, no whammies. 7.
7, that's a 14. All you need is 13. So both of them, the first one connects.
Yeah.
And it literally shears the head completely off
I'm a genius.
as his body is scratching along the invisible wall in front of it. It flops to the ground, his body twisting. It literally, the decayed body expands, contracts, and then just poofs into dust and ashes. The blast carries into the one behind it, shearing chunks of it all over the place, which is quickly followed up by a shot from Betty, and the shot careens into its chest, spinning it into the wall, and then a rock comes flying out of the darkness as Clang lets out a triumphant roar. The rock collides with the midsection of the vampire, pinning it down, to which Shady Doug, the cards are just flying between his hands, and he hoists up a card, lets it fly out, and he says something cool in French, and the card flies out and it turns into a screaming skull, and it collides with the vampire and literally explodes it all over the wall.
'Cause sure.
And it's even more horrifying is that the bubble that's around Stephanie and Sister Mercy is covered in the ash and the dust from the two vampires, and it hangs there until Sister Mercy drops it, and then it just flops to the ground. All right.
Lacey's a good shot.
Yeah, with a shotgun, hell yeah, he is.
With yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So now everybody's dead. We can move along.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. I like that. The group takes stock, and Stephanie Wolf is very impressed. Very impressed by this. And the next couple of scenes is the group moving up the small waterfalls, because that's what this tunnel is. It looks like it's a natural underground stream, perhaps also a sewage runoff from Kowloon. So as we see them daintily trying to avoid as much of the water as possible, the group has moved up, and you guys get to the top, and you see where there is the man-made tunnel leading to the other side. As you go with the lanterns raised, you get to a brick wall, and behind the brick wall, you can hear chanting. Sounds like a lot of people on the other side. What are the two of you thinking?
I want to kill him.
I want to kill him. Yes. Yes.
I've had-
Stephanie is
I'm thinking I need to cast some smite.
okay. So you're getting smite ready. All right. Stephanie feels the wall, and Clang confirms that this goes into the basement. And Stephanie's feeling the wall, and she shakes her head, and she's glancing around. How are you guys going to get through this wall?
Can Clang knock on it?
Yes, he can. So, take you guys to the next map, which is the ritual chamber. Special shout out to 2 Minute Tabletop. I use a lot of their maps, and I highly recommend them. This Clang raises his massive fist back and slams them forward, and the wall doesn't give at first, and he slams them forward again, and large chunks of them go flying into the other room. There are audible gasps coming from the other side, and Clang keeps smashing on the walls. Bad Luck Betty and Stephanie, almost in unison, yell at everyone to get yourselves ready. Or as Bad Luck Betty says, put your grinning and drop your linen. Then she ratchets around into the rifle. Shady Doug is getting his spells ready. What are the two of you doing?
Sister Mercy wants to do the smite.
Okay, you're getting the smite ready. Okay, so do me a favor. Actually, hold on a second.
Does that have a thing where I can boost it too?
Yes, I almost guarantee you it does.
I know it does say increase weapons damage by
Might.
+2 or +4. The +4 is with a raise.
Right. Okay. So that's smite. So it costs you 2 points. It lasts for 5 rounds. Now, after the 5 rounds, if you wish to maintain it, it'll cost you 1 power point per round.
Okay.
Because you're in combat. All right. So here's what you got. Yes, additional participants. If you want this prayer to affect multiple people, it will cost you an additional power point. Okay.
Okay.
If you want it to do more damage, it'll cost you an additional 2 power points, which raises it. Because right now it does a +2 to all damage. Okay.
Or +4 with a raise.
Right. If you make it greater smite, it does a +4 or a +6.
Oh, we got to go for the greater.
Okay. Who are you giving the smite to?
I was going to do myself, and who else has got the next best weapons? I got no quarrels about going first. Yeah, I'll walk in and be casting that spell as I go.
Okay.
Unless Lacey because I mean, I'd like to get that on him before we go into the room.
Okay, so as Clang is smashing the wall down, everybody's getting ready. Sister Mercy, how about we have you towards the back and you're doing the prayers. Okay. So go ahead, give me that faith roll. Let's see how that goes.
There's a 4.
Okay. Did you want that, or do you want any of that? Are you happy with that?
Well, I'm doing the greater smite, so it's a +4 right there for that, right?
Yeah. So that's gonna be some serious shit going on right now.
For shits and giggles, we got bennies. I want to drop 1 more.
Okay.
I want to see if I can get the +6.
Hey, let's make it happen, Captain.
Still a 4.
Still 4. It's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. Not a problem. Okay. So what does that look like? Like, what is happening right now?
She has her gun in one hand, the book in another, and she's kind of doing the prayers, and she walks over to the 2 people she's getting, Stephanie and Lacey.
Right.
And oddly enough, she just, I don't know if it's like a little bit of a glow coming off me while I'm doing that prayer. I just tap my weapon against their weapons.
By the time you guys have broken through, you see both Archibald Wolf has been hoisted up at a 45-degree angle. Chang Shaolin has also been hoisted up at a 45-degree angle, and it looks like there is a nasty cut on both of their throats. And blood is running off of them, collecting in a basin, and then running down to the center of the room. As you guys break through, Daowang Fang is cackling. She raises up her hands. Both of them are covered in fresh blood. And she barks at her men to kill them all. My triumph is at hand. In the middle of the room where the blood is coming down, the ceiling begins to shake, and it looks like the timbers are cracking. The men are ramped up, though, and it looks like they're pulling their weapons and they're starting to advance. Okay, and here we go. We're starting with the aces. Stephanie Wolf lets out a scream, and she starts to run along the side here. And she's not even really, she's just screaming for her husband. She's screaming for Archibald. And she has a Gatling pistol up, and she's just letting the shots fly. She's like not even really aiming. She just broke, and she's trying to get to her husband as quickly as possible. Now this does has a positive effect, as it causes the men that were on the right hand side that were getting ready to run down. Well, their roars, their battle cries are cut short as the bullets begin to fly, and they're hitting the ground, trying not to get pepper sprayed by all these little bullets. Well, that brings up Doug. Now you cast Smite, right?
I did.
Well, Doug steps off to the side, he glances around. Colts. As always, Colts, and there are always so many damn people. I have to say, though, I'm happy to see that there's not more of them. And he turns to Clang. Clang, hold on a second, my good man. And he holds up his hands, the cards fly out, and he flips the one around, and it's an ace of spades. And he flicks it at Clang, and Clang jerks back as the card hits his chest, and there's a violet aura goes around Clang, and you swear he's already a big guy. And his muscles get bigger. And he glances down, and he just lets out a roar. Well, the other ogre matches that roar, and Clang is running forward. And that brings Betty. Betty comes up behind Lacey. And again, because she's such a genteel woman, she pushes Lacey out of the way. She brings up the shot, and she yells out, "We got people up on the top with bows. I love bows. Hey, check out my bow." And she levels up a shot, and she takes a shot, and as she takes the shot, it misses the guy. It careens into one of the braziers that's helping to light up the room, and it sends fire cascading all along the floor. And Betty just grits her teeth. Damn it! Damn it! And she goes to ratchet another shot, and her rifle jams. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. And she's fiddling with it. She tosses it to the ground, and she reaches behind, and she pulls out a Colt 45 and raises above her head, and she just lets out a strong yell. All right, so that was your friends. My God. Now that brings us to the other ogre. He comes barreling past the men, and he lands on the ground, and it sounds like he's issuing out a battle cry to the other ogre. And right now, it looks like they're getting ready to have a fight right in the goddamn middle. All right. And then that brings us... Oh, hold on a second. I got myself a king of hearts, a 10 of hearts, and a diamond. So hearts goes first. Dowling Fang comes up, and she's glancing around, completely, the bullets coming off of Stephanie's gun. She puts her hands out, and she raises her hands up, and all of those bullets come floating up into the air, and she chuckles, and she releases her hands out and fans them out in front of her, and all those bullets fly out in you guys' general direction. I need all of you to please give me a spirit check, please. At least I got a 3.
I got
Oh.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, you did get an 8. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is fine. Lacey, the bullets come like you see them peppering, and as a couple go zipping past your head, and you just instinctively drop to the ground.
Yep.
All right. Your character is shaken, so when it comes to your card, you're gonna need to give me another spirit roll. All you need is a 4. If you pass, you can act normal. Otherwise, effectively, you lose your turn. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So that's her. Now we've got the other 10. That's Greg. Sister Mercy, you're up. What is Sister Mercy doing?
Oh, let's see. Stephanie ran that way.
Yeah, her cool demeanor is gone. She's watching her husband getting killed, and she's lost her shit.
There you go. The sister understands.
Thin the herd.
Send the herd with the Colt.
Okay,
So the closest one to me there, that one with the red circle.
Got it. Yeah, go ahead. Give me that shooting roll to see what happens. Oh, that's your 8. That's a success. That's your raise. Go ahead. Roll me 3d6 for damage, please. They have a toughness of 5, so you need a 9 to incapacitate them.
And I get the +4 already, right?
Yes. Yes. Holy shit. Oh my God.
So there's 11.
That's 15.
+4.
Yeah. So the shot rings out, and the guys are running down. And when it collides, it is like the dude got hit by a horse. He goes flying backwards. There's a massive hole in his chest, and his body flops to the ground. And that causes the other 3 assholes, they take pause and they look around, but that's quickly fired off as Dowling Fang just snaps at them as something in Mandarin, and they start to run forward again. Yeah, holy shit. Oh my God, that is so disgusting. That is so disgusting. Oh my God. Okay, so that was that 10. Now we come to Everett. Lacey is up. I need you to give me a spirit roll because your character is currently shaken.
Oh, yeah. I got a 5.
You got 5. You may act normal. You have collected your senses. What do you want Lacey to do?
All right. So there's nothing really for me to hide behind. So I am going to just attack this like a wild man. So as I am right there,
Uh-huh.
I guess nobody's really the closest. So as the lead on the left is gone, I'm going to go for the lead on the right, the blue circle.
Yes, you can hit that one. Yes, from where you're standing, yes, you can hit them.
All right, we're going to roll a shooting roll with let's see, from there, I think we're going to use the pistol.
Yes, you will need to use the pistol. Yes.
Yeah, because the shotgun will just splay out and die.
You won't be able to effectively use it from that range.
That's all right. I gave you that blessing.
That's a 5. That's a hit.
Genius.
Roll me 2d6 damage, please.
Yeah, watch blood guts.
This is all these poor bastards. A 3 plus 4. Are you gonna bet? You gonna bet any of that?
Actually, do I have to penny that?
You need at least a 9.
I'm gonna bet
8. You're gonna bet any of that? Okay, go ahead. Toss that Benny.
Because I got 4, and so on. So what is it? What was it? 2d6?
2d6, please. Yes, sir.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah, 2 to 4, a 6 plus 4, that's 10. So again, as Lacey goes forward, Now, Lacey, you shot people. It's the California, just this entire West is insane. And so in the past, you have had the displeasure of having to shoot people. This is the first time that you shot someone with a Colt, with a 45.
No.
That is punched a hole the size of your fist into their chest and literally blew out most of their back.
That's a solid round.
Like the dude.
Are we using explosive tips? I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
the sister just looks over at Lacey and goes, "Thank God for his blessings."
And the dude that you shot, he's looking down. He staggers back, and his hands drop to his side. He turns and he looks at his friends. Then all his friends stop, and they're like, "Hold on, hold on, hold on!" As they're looking through his body. There's almost a perfect circle. There's chunks of him dropping down. And then while we watch this, the guy hits his knees and he flops over.
Genius. All right.
Dowling Fang's eyes get big as she's glancing around. And she's barking at her guys to just go forward. Now, the guys with crossbow, they run forward. Okay, so we got the closest ones are the nun and Stephanie. Stephanie is still making her way up. So as they come forward, they have D6s to hit. Hold on. No, I don't count that one. I was just checking to see if it was a crit fail. So the second one got a 3. So they pull forward. They pop off the shots with the crossbows. Sister Mercy, something goes zipping past your head and clanks off the wall behind you. For Stephanie, she doesn't even notice. She's scrambling to move around, and her pistol is empty. She tosses it off to the side, and she's just almost sobbing for her husband, Archibald. All right. That's everybody. So we go to the next one. So next one, we're gonna start with Greg. Greg, you got yourself a 7. Nice. Everett, you got yourself a 2. Oof. Are you happy with that card, Everett? Or do you want something different?
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Everett, go ahead, take a Benny.
Oh, well, that's pretty.
I'm only going to do this once because you got the deuce. That means you're going last.
Everybody's going to die.
All right. Next is your allies. They got themselves a 6. Dowling Fang got herself a queen. Oof. Her ogre got himself a 2. And her allies got themselves a jack. Okay, so. All right. Now, Everett, you are still going last, even though he got a 2. It goes by alphabetical order. He got a spade, and it goes descending. So S comes before H. You have a deuce of hearts. Okay, so we're going to start with the queen, Dowling Fang. She glanced around. She's looking, and now the ceiling, like I said, the rafters were shaking and breaking apart. They crack as she strides forward, and she's chanting now. She's at the edge there. And as she's chanting, the timbers snap. The entire foundation of the building around you, not the floor you're standing on, just around you, begins to shake. The timbers crack and they fall, and then they stop after they fall about 2 feet. It looks like the ceiling is rippling like water. And then the timbers and the stones, everything go flying upwards outside of Kowloon, where Chao Shulin's sons have engaged with the other fighters. They watch as the ground shakes and everyone stops fighting. There's at least 40 people around Kowloon trying to gain entry. And they all stop fighting as the ground shakes, and they watch as the roof to the Kowloon estate explodes outwards,
The roof
sending debris in all directions. And there is a lightning red light shoots up from the building. The camera goes through that light, spirals down that light, and goes into the basement, into the altar room where you guys are at. That cauldron in the middle of the floor, that bloody pool, is now turned into a shaft of energy and has gone up into the sky.
The roof is on fire.
Oh my God. So that's her action. Next we go to Jack. That's these guys. Okay, they can move 6. So 5. Ooh, 6. 6. Okay, they're running forward. 6. Ooh, getting closer. Okay, then we got the 2 people with the crossbows. They're gonna try and again, the nun and Stephanie. So we got the nun first. Is a miss on the nun. A miss on Stephanie. Oh, no, I said that's enough of that. Just a miss. All right, so that's them. So that's the Jack. Next, we're gonna go over to the 7, which is Greg. What is the nun doing?
She will find my mouse. She's gonna just take a couple steps this way and then shoot the person closest to me, which would be the purple ring.
Right there. Go ahead. Give me that shooting roll.
There's a 4.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit. That is a hit. So go ahead. Roll me 2d6 for damage, or just click the roll damage. Okay, a 4 and a 4. You need at least a 5 to shake this person.
But I get +4.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God. So that's an 8. So the shot slams into this guy. He goes spiral around. He hits the ground and he's pushing himself up. And the others are just like, oh, yeah, no, they're freaking the hell out. Okay, so that was the 7. Next, we go to you guys' allies. The ogre, Clang, jumps through the energy, corrupts on the other side, lands in front of the other ogre, and the 2 of them are now in the process of just smashing the living crap out of each other. Both of them, each hit is ridiculous, but it looks like Clang is starting to get the upper hand relatively quickly, as his hits, when they connect, it's like the other ogre's getting hit by anvils every single time, and there is a look of concern on the other ogre's face. Doug glances up and he sees Stephanie is just running crazily, and he starts flicking energy cards, the soul blast, at the other thugs. The first one connects, and it sends one of them down to his knees, but it doesn't take him out. It connects with another guy and sends him spiraling backwards, injured but not out of the fight. Stephanie runs past the first 2 and literally vaults over top of the other guy, and she's still in a mad run. The guy with the crossbow was very happy with this. Betty comes running forward. She's got her Colt out, and the one that Sister Mercy shot, she pops a shot into her and sends her flopping to the ground, motionless. Bad luck, Betty. As she flops to the ground, she raises her hands. Still got it. Yep, because that's Betty. All right, so that's the 6. Now we go to the deuce, which is first with the ogre. He clamps onto Clang. lifts him up and smashes him on the ground. And he drops a knee onto Klang's chest and just starts pummeling Kang's head. Okay, now it takes us over to Lacey O'Malley. Lacey, you're up. What do you want your guy to do?
What about this Joker over here to the left?
Oh, yeah, no, he's a bad guy.
Sweet. I'm going to take him out.
Okay, go ahead. Roll me that shooting.
Because I can see a bullet going right past Bad Luck Betty if she doesn't move. So, shooting roll, and that a 5.
5. All you need is the 5.
Bam, baby.
Yeah.
So, yep. So that's what I'm going to take out.
Okay, roll me the 2d6 for damage. Remember, you get +4 to your damage.
I'm going to make it. Okay, so crap, that's a 10. That's a 14.
That's a 14. So yeah, the shot again. It's like when you pull the trigger, it doesn't feel any different. Like just pop. And then it just sounds like a missile. It goes blasting past Betty. She involuntarily drops. And as she drops, the bullet connects with this dude. And it just it practically decapitates the guy.
Jeez, oh, Beats, what kind of ammo are we working with there? This is like B grade stuff. I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah. My God.
Yeah. That was one hell of a prayer.
Oh, my God.
Come on, dude.
Daoling Fang, she's got her arms raised up, and she's still continuing to chant, and the pool in the middle, it looks like the blood has stopped running out of the two men. And as the camera's following the blood, it goes into the pool. It goes past the ogres that are just pummeling each other. And it goes into the light. We see the blood, and the blood is pooling and expanding out. And there are droplets starting to go up into the air. And the droplets quickly start flying at Daoling Fang, hitting her. And as she's going backwards, her arms going out, she's just cackling with glee. All right, Everett, we're going to start with you. You got yourself an 8. Greg, you got yourself a 3. Your allies got themselves a 9. Daoling Fang got herself a king. Oof. Which is good for you guys, because she can't really do anything right now. The ogre, which is getting good because he's preoccupied, got himself an 8. And then their allies got themselves a 4. No Joker yet. I'm surprised. I got themselves 4. So, again, Daoling Fang, as she's going back, and the blood is pelting her, and it hits every droplet that hits her. It doesn't splatter. It just hits, and then it gets absorbed in through her skin, and she's pale. And as the blood is pelting her, and she's cackling with glee, she gets more of a rose color. And she's looking at her hands, and she can see the veins. And as the cameras go on, we see the veins actually start to pulse and start to move. The ogre picks up Klang, hoists him up by his throat, and throws him into the wall, rams a knee into Klang's chest, and then he palms Klang's head and starts rhythmically smashing Klang's head into the wall. Some ominous music comes up, quickly followed by some melancholy music, as we watch Klang's hands as they're trying to push himself away from the wall, slowly slide down the wall and go limp at his side. And the ogre lets out a roar of triumph as Klang's body flops to the ground, motionless.
He's not dead.
My God, so that was... We gotta go 9s. Okay, so Bad Luck Betty. Yeehaws again, goes running past, jumps up on what looks like a small workbench, and she starts fanning the hammer. Betty lets out a triumphant yeehaw again. Doug, seeing his cue, yells at Lacey to follow me. He brings up the cards, the violent ethereal cards, and they fan between his hands, and he throws his fingers out, and the cards go flying out in front of him, and they quickly begin pelting the men in front, and they're dropping down to their knees, injured, but again, not out of the fight. Everett, you're next. What do you want Lacey to be doing?
I'm gonna shoot the ogre.
You're gonna shoot the ogre! Hell yes!
I'm avenging and rescuing Klang.
Nice!
Right?
Okay, so as you come running up to the light and you see the blood that's pooling.
Well, I was kind of hoping to use a shotgun. What with?
Oh, you want to use a shotgun? Hell yeah, that's going to give you a +2, so give me that shooting roll.
Yep. And because I'm going
to get the +4 too.
Oh, yeah, he took us a +4 to that damage.
I'm Benny that.
You're going to Benny that?
I'm going to Benny that.
Okay, because that's a hit. That's a hit. Or do you want to try to get the raise?
I want to get the raise.
You want to get the raise? All right.
This dude's going to die by my hands.
Nice. Nice.
All right. Learn how to use a mouse. All right.
Oh my God. That is why you spend pennies.
That's an 11.
That's an 11. That's a 12. That's a 13.
+4.
No. That's
the damage.
That's what you got to do now.
Oh,
but here's the thing with the shotgun. Because you use a buckshot.
Yeah.
The ogre turns in triumph. And he roars. And he turns around just in time to hear the snap of the shotgun going shut as Lacey has popped into 2 shells. And he tilts his head, and his little piggy eyes get just a little bit bigger of shock as the camera goes down the barrel of the shotgun. And we see Lacey wink and pull the trigger. Everett, because you're at such close range, you're rolling 3d6 because you got the raise.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
You're rolling 4d6 damage +4 to whatever you roll.
4d6. What we need.
Oh, baby. That's right. Guns and God, baby. Guns and God.
16.
That's 16. That's 20. Remember, this guy is a wild card.
Yeah, but what's his
toughness? Give me 1 second. I will tell you. Ogre, they have a toughness of 10. And a toughness of 10. So right there, he is shaken because you got 20.
Just shaken?
Oh, no, hold on. So shaken. 14 puts him at 1 wound. 18 puts him at 2 wounds. So the shot slams into his upper body. He trips over Kang's body, flops to the ground, spits up blood, and he's pushing himself up. He has been injured. 2 more wounds, and he's incapacitated.
He's mid-rare. He's going to be well done shortly.
Hell yeah. Well done, Everett. Well done. Oh, my God. Okay, so Sister Mercy.
And take a shot at the yellow guy.
Got it. Go ahead. Give me that shooting roll. Oh, my God. There's your 8. Holy crap. That's a success. That's a raise. Roll me 3d6, please. You do get the bonus die. So it's 7, 8, 12 damage. Greg, in your head, what just happened?
I mean, yeah, she's been, the whole time she's doing all this, she's just had the book in the one hand
Yep.
And just, she's keeping that prayer strong.
Nice. Nice. The shot, again, when she pops off the shot, it doesn't sound any different as, the classic bang, until it goes out and it zips, and the further it gets away from the gun, the louder it gets, and it sounds like a shotgun when it connects. And this the dude, it goes through the crossbow, blowing it into pieces. And then the shell connects with the thug, and he goes spiraling backwards. Everett, you got yourself a 6. Greg, you got yourself a jack. Your allies have got themselves an ace. Oh, you guys are up for it, huh? Okay. Okay, now Dowling Fang got herself a jack of hearts. Your allies have got themselves a jack of clubs. Hey, go back where you belong.
Oh, I got the jack of clubs, don't I?
Oh yeah, you had the jack of clubs. Okay, they had the ace of clubs. All right.
Yep.
Oh, the ogre. Ooh, got himself a king. He might be fucking Lacey up. And then the allies, ones that are left, got themselves a 4. Oh, poor mooks. Poor mooks. Okay, so we're going to start with the allies. Betty yanks the bolt out, props herself up on the table, and takes aim, and she goes to take aim at Dowling Fang. And as she pops off the shot, Dowling Fang's eyes, as she, again, the blood is being absorbed. And in the pool, we can see the pool is actually, it looks like it's draining. And it's starting from the outside and moving its way towards the center with less and less blood in the middle. And as Dowling Fang's getting pelted with this blood, she gets more of a rosy complexion. Her eyes dart over to the left, and we see the bullet flying directly at her. And she grins, and she puts up a hand. And her fingers go out like she's going to pluck the bullet out of midair. And her eyes get big as the bullet collides into her and sends her to the ground. And she looks down and she sees there's blood. And the blood's still going up, and it's like it's following her out of the red light. It's just following her and still pelting her. But now she sees this, her blood is pouring out of her body. And she starts to panic, and she's trying to feebly scoop it back into her body. And she's growling and cussing the whole time. Shady Doug raises his hands in defense as the two men are getting ready to pelt him. The ethereal cards go into his hands, and Doug holds up the card, a 10 of clubs, and he grins. Always the damn clubs. And he raises it up and he slams it on the ground. As he slams it on the ground, the air gets sucked towards him and then gets blasted out, sending the two thugs spiraling off like rag dolls. The one careens into the other, sending them both to the ground. There's a horrible crunching noise as their bodies collide. The second one goes flying backwards, back first into one of the work tables at the side of the room, and his body goes into a very awkward L formation. His hips have stayed stationary, while his shoulders are now connecting onto the table itself. He lets out a low, and his eyes roll up into his head. Stephanie has pulled the bolt out. She sees the men are on the ground, and she's walking forward. She sees the man with the with the other crossbow. But she's staring at her husband. Her hand comes up almost like it's an absent-minded thought. She's not even looking at the guy with the crossbow. She's just staring at her pale husband, who's still hoisted up at a 45-degree angle. And she reaches into her hair. She pulls out the long steel needle. She flicks it at the man with the crossbow. It connects. The man squeals. He drops the crossbow, and he's clutching his face as the needle has punctured one of his eyes. He's still alive, but he's grievously injured, and Stephanie is moving forward. All right. That's all your guys. What do we got next? That's Ace. Now we go to Jack. Jack of clubs. Dao Lang Fang stands up. The entire room, any flame source in this room quickly dies down. And she stands up and she jumps into the air and she roars, "Enough!" And the entire room reverberates with her scream. And she lands directly in front of Lacey O'Malley. Eyes burrowing into his. Her hands snap forward and then out to her sides. A thick, violet fog rolls out from underneath of her. Something coils around Lacey O'Malley's midsection, hoisting him up into the air and flicking him effortlessly over top of Dao Lang Fang, and he lands unceremoniously between the two sacrificial victims. At the same time, we watch as Bad Luck Betty, something starts to coil around her. She freaks out. She starts shooting at it, and she actually connects with herself, but she manages to wiggle free. And she flops onto her back. She watches as this fog quickly envelops the entire room. Dao Lang Fang is enveloping her own people. The ogre gets wrapped up and starts to go up, up, up in the air a good 6 feet. Stephanie Wolf is also wrapped up and goes forward. Doug is wrapped up. Sister Mercy is wrapped up and starting to get hoisted up into the air. And Dao Lang Fang, her arms out, waving back and forth, her hair now wild and out to the sides, her face sunken in. Insects, all of you, insects to my power. I shall be immortal. And the blood is still pelting her as she begins to cackle. All right, Sister Mercy, you're up. What you got going on?
I got athletics. You said that's a free roll?
Yes, it's a free roll. Yes.
Let's see what we get. There's a 4.
There's a 4. Okay. Okay, Sister Mercy, you, as it's wrapped up and you manage to shake yourself and you get an arm loose, another arm loose, and we watch as Sister Mercy pushes herself. They feel like snake tails wrapped around your midsection. You push yourself off and you flop to the ground next to it, and the thing's already flopping around looking for you. What do you want Sister Mercy to do?
I'm free to move, so
Yes.
I'm already within range of her, ain't I?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, we're gonna take a shot at her.
Okay, go ahead. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a hard hit. You're gonna need a good hit. That is a good hit. Okay, so technically that's a 5 because what this crazy bitch does, she brings the ogre, her ogre, because Klang's laying there motionless, so she doesn't give a shit about him. She brings the other ogre in front, like she sees you level up the pistol, and when the shot rings off, she just has the tentacle dip in front of her. It connects with the ogre, It rips through the tentacle that's holding him, rips through him. It connects with her. So go ahead, roll me 2d6. And yes, you still get to add 4 to it. Holy shit. Give me a second. Give me a second. I hate to be an asshole.
For those of you listening, that's a 19 starting out.
Plus 4. Give me a minute. All right, so she rolls a d10 plus a d6. Oh, got a 6. Oh my god. Okay, hold on a second. Holy shit. So 19 plus 4.
Would have been awesome to ace both of those.
Fuck, 23. Holy shit. All right, so she's got 7. She absorbed one of the wounds. All right, so she has a toughness of 7. All right. Because the spell is working on her, she is capable of taking wounds. So she's taking a shit ton of wounds. And all the tentacles start to shake. And they start to it looks like the people are starting to get dropped. And Mercy, like, her body's just laying there. And then you watch as now she looks like she's aged rapidly. And her bony hands go to the side and she starts pushing herself up, and to your horror, the blood starts rushing back into her body. I'm going to need you to give me a fear check, please. Because she turns, her eyes are blazing. And she spits out some blood. The blood that goes out of her quickly goes back into her. And she's just chuckling. There you go. You got a 5. Okay, so as horrifying as this is, you will be able to act normal on your next round. And she's just chuckling.
So how many wounds? She's what? You said she's a wild card. So that means it's 4 wounds to get rid of her.
Oh, yeah. And you did 24.
She soaked 1.
Right, so you did 24. She had toughness of 7. So she's I'm gonna cut all this out real quick. Somebody do math. So every 4 points above 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 1. 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 2. 17, 18, 19. There's 3. 22, 23. Okay, so you did 4 wounds. So she's got 3 wounds on her.
Okay.
So she's hurt. But as you're watching, like I said, the blood's just going right back into her. And it's just knitting her happy ass back together. And she's chuckling the whole time. Lacey, as you are pushing yourself up and you're watching as the tentacles are dropping people. And then they start looping themselves back around people.
No.
Camera pivots and we go to Lacey O'Malley's point of view. They're sitting on a metal altar. It's a thin metal stand. Is the green orb that she was holding when she first attacked you guys in the Jade Pavilion.
Destroy that, destroy her.
Right. How are you going to do it?
Well, is it something that I can smash on the ground, or would that be strong enough?
Right. As you grab it, as soon as you touch it, there's resistance. And you push through it and you grab onto the orb. Sister Mercy, you cock back the hammer again as she's slowly standing up, chuckling. Then she stops. And she, like, her whole body just pivots around. And her eyes narrow, and she starts cackling. You silly little man! What are you going to do with that? There's no force on earth that can break that. Nothing! What are you doing with the orb, Everett?
As I'm holding it in my hand, I laugh at her. And with So wanted that to happen, but it's not. Anyway,
I'm wondering if you caught on.
so there's no power that can destroy it.
Right?
I'm missing a detail, I'm sure of it, because I guarantee no matter what I'm thinking, it's not going to,
Give
based
me
on,
a smarts roll. Give me a smarts roll.
okay. I really want to, like, destroy this chick. And
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. And I want you to. Give me that smarts roll.
Oh,
Sister Mercy, give me a smarts roll. Yeah, give me a smarts roll.
3.
Okay, you can Benny that, or you can wait for Sister Mercy.
Well, let's sue. Or.
Okay.
You know what? I've got 2 bennies.
Smarts or common knowledge?
Smarts. This is smarts.
I don't even have smarts.
I'm gonna Benny.
Should be at the very top.
I'm gonna Benny it. Watch me Benny it.
Okay.
Of unskilled academics. Oh, smarts up here.
That should be.
Oh
my God!
Holy shit! That's gotta be the turkey.
He got the turkey. So Everett, I want you to take note. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the Discord. I'm gonna.
Good thing he's being smart.
So, okay,
right,
so he got a goddamn 30. Holy
That's
fuck.
a 30. Yeah, come on, baby.
Yeah, 8, 8, 8, 6. Yes, that is the turkey, Everett. I'm putting in the Discord now. My God. That is amazing. That is amazing.
I'm using Lacey again in other games. He's a badass. Oh, as he comes running through, Lacey O'Malley.
Regardless of what game we are playing, I'm going to make sure that the start of it, you get 2 bennies. No, excuse me. No, you will get the turkey. You will get the goat.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so turkey for your next game, regardless of what game we're gonna do next. You get the goat.
You got
Congratulations, my God, 30. Lacey.
Dude, yeah. Oh yeah.
And I want you to know, for this recording, I'm going to splice this in. Okay. Because I'm going to add all this love part out, but I just want to let you know, for this next part, I'm going to splice it. I'm going to splice a special audio in for this. Okay. Because Lacey, as you're holding it and you watching her Dowling Fang, like she laughs at you, and then she turns back. She says, "Watch as I kill your silly friends." And you watch as Sister Mercy is cocked back, and the ominous, melancholy music is coming up as the heroes are shooting at the tentacles, and more tentacles start hitting them, looping around them. Doug is throwing the cards. Stephanie is crawling to her husband, and something grabs onto her. She pulls out knives. She's stabbing at it, and then as soon as she gets free, she's crawling, trying to get back to her husband. And Sister Mercy is popping out shells until it goes empty. What is Sister Mercy trying to do to fend off these tentacles?
She's got a knife.
There it goes. Yeah. She's one arm.
Pockets in the same motion. She pockets the coaster.
Okay.
The Colt, and pulls the knife right out.
Exactly. The tentacle goes out, and she's holding the good book to her tight. As the tentacles start to go around, she's just viciously stabbing, trying to free herself. Bad Luck Betty has rolled out of the way, and she's popping off shots, and she's getting closer to Lacey. And that's when it connects. As you're watching this, and everything dies out, and Lacey's looking at the orb, and looks at Betty, and he looks down at Dowling Fang, and he looks back at Betty, and he remembers inside the Jade Dragon, Betty popping off a shot, and it breaks one of the chandeliers. Bad Luck Betty inside Kowloon's house, and this solid metal orb hits the ground, and it just shatters. Inside the escape tunnel, the cliffside just inexplicably breaks apart as she touches it. What comes out of, what is Lacey doing?
Betty, catch.
Thank you. There it is. The orb flies out. Betty looks up. She drops the gun. Yeah, I got it. And it goes through her fingers.
Of course. Into her lap.
And she holds it just for a few seconds. The tips of her fingers are on it. And she's staggering back. I got it. And Dao Feng turns, shakes her head, looks up at you. You silly little man. You should have just accepted. And the ball flips out. And in slow motion, we watch as it goes tumbling down. And it hits the ground. And Dao Feng stops. Her eyes get big. She turns. And we watch as the orb, as soon as it connects with the floor, it cracks. And a tip of it goes flying out. Dao Feng's eyes get wide, her mouth opens up, her hands drop, all the tentacles flop down. Her spell immediately canceled. She drops to her knees, she starts crawling forward. No! And the orb explodes into 1,000,000 pieces. There's an audible, gut-wrenching, violent shake on the ground, and the red shaft of light that's going up drops back down. And Dao Feng turns, no, I was so close. She looks up at Lacey O'Malley. Curse you! Something comes out of the pool, which is now receded and dropped into the ground. The entire room, like the temperature drops at least 30 degrees in a matter of seconds. Frost begins to build all around. Something comes out of that hole and it grabs Dao Feng first. A deep and ancient voice reverberates from all directions. Again, you have failed me. Nevermore. Dao Feng screams as she gets pulled down into this black void. And for a second, all you can hear is her screaming as she goes down and down and down and possibly deep. And then it gets quiet. Betty glances around. I didn't mean to break it. And shakes again, and a solid shaft of green light blasts up from the ground, shredding the hole and sending debris flying upwards. It goes out, and then it starts spiraling around. And as it goes up into the sky, the people who are fighting outside, they've stopped. Again, most of Chao Shanling's men have won. And they were just into the courtyard as they watch more of Kowloon explode upwards. The debris stops in midair, starts spiraling around. A vicious tornado has begun to rip the building inwards. And the debris starts spiraling and shooting up into the heavens. All of Shan Fran can see this. What is everyone doing?
I want to jump down and check on Clang.
Motionless. As you get to him, Stephanie has gone up. She has dropped down. The entire floor is slowly giving in behind you. Lacey, you can't stay here for much longer. What do you want to do?
Well, I can't exactly carry him out.
No, he's too big. I'm sorry, he's too big.
I touch him on his head. You will never be forgotten, and I dart out.
Right, because right now, as you look around, there's only one way out. It's back out the way you guys came in.
So the two people that got sacrificed, they are dead.
Right now, Stephanie Wolf is up there. She's kneeling by her husband, and she's sobbing, and she's talking to him. Are you going up and checking and helping her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll actually check on the son.
As you go running by, Betty's got it holding onto her hat. And she stops, she looks back. We gotta get the hell out of here. This whole place is coming down. And Doug staggers back, and he's also following with Lacey. and Bad Luck Betty is also running. Mercy, as you're checking on Chang Shaolun and shaking her head, you can hear Stephanie Wolf kneeling, sobbing, and she's touching her husband's face. No, no, you come back. No, you don't leave me like this. You come back. I need you. I need you. And she touches her stomach. We need you. The entire building is still coming down. Not even coming down, it's just getting sucked into that green shaft of light. What is Sister Mercy doing?
She's just gonna quickly run over to Stephanie. She's gonna go, I'm sorry, but he seems to be gone. We have to get out of here or we're gonna perish too.
And then Archibald takes a breath. Stephanie's eyes get big and she looks at him, and then both of you turn, you look at Chang. Chang's head starts lolling back and forth, and he's muttering that he wants his father.
Well, Stephanie, I leave Archibald to you. I'm getting Chang out of here.
Yeah, because you got that knife. So yes, you're cutting the leather straps.
I'm fucking slicing them up, and I'm
the scene shifts, and we see Sister Mercy, triumphant music playing as they are helping the injured husband and son out to the back. Lacey O'Malley and Bad Luck Betty and Doug are also cheering them on. We see them exit through the holes. They're going down through the passage. The water has stopped running as the debris, in fact, it really hasn't stopped running. It's actually going backwards. More and more debris, the upper floors of Kowloon have been sucked into the shaft of light and being propelled upwards to the heavens. The tunnel starts to collapse. Lacey O'Malley, Bad Luck Betty, and Doug, as they're running forward, a section of the tunnel starts to come down. Stephanie and Mercy are pulling the men up. Lacey, do you go back or do you continue to run forward?
Is there anybody that needs help getting out? I guess
Sister Mercy is carrying one of the sons, and he's lost so much blood, he's just pretty much a limp rag. And Stephanie is also carrying her husband.
Okay. So I run over to Stephanie and get her husband for her so she can run out.
Betty runs back to Sister Mercy, nods at Sister Mercy, and so now the four of you are working together to come by as the tunnel is collapsing down. The walls are just collapsing inwards. You start walking using the water, and so that's pretty much in the middle of the tunnel. Yes, Lacey, as you are going forward, you're about halfway through the whole tunnel is just closing in on itself. You can see the light at the exit. And as Lacey, is you and Stephanie have Archibald and you're, pulling him forward, large sections of the roof start coming down right behind you. And they start landing all around Sister Mercy, Bad Luck Betty, and Chang Shaolin. You all flop to the ground. Dust begins flying everywhere. The air is just getting sucked backwards. Lacey, you watch, eyes wide in horror as the tunnel just keeps falling down. Dust billows out and is quickly sucked backwards, and it gets quiet. And then there's a triumphant roar. Sister Mercy, as you and Betty are holding up Kowloon Chun. Something huge slams into the young man. Large arms envelop both you and Betty, and Clang jumps forward, turns his back, rams himself through the debris, and all of you go rolling down.
Clang!
The scene shifts. You guys are outside. The moon has just passed over top of most of the city. And the fireworks are now beginning to pop off. And what's left of Kowloon is nothing more than a large, ragged hole. The green shaft of light starts from the bottom and it ascends upwards, illuminating what little clouds are up above everyone. And as the little fireworks are going off just above the city, in the heavens above, there's a large green explosion. The entire town falls silent, and then there's more cheers. Lacey, as you check your pocket watch and you glance around at everyone, it is 12 o'clock on the dot. And as you take in the sight of the heroes that managed to save the city, perhaps even the world, the camera comes out and you snap off a shot. The screen goes black and the credits roll.
Best episode ever! Oh my gosh. I actually have tears. Seriously.
Mid-credit scene!
Of course there is.
Kowloon's estate. It is the next day. Looks to be mid-afternoon. You're in his courtyard. Lunch and tea is being served for everyone. Warm sake for those who want it.
Oh, yeah.
We see Stephanie and Archibald. Archibald is looking much better. His throat is bandaged up. Pale and weak, and Stephanie is doting on him. He hugs her close, and he looks up at her, and she smiles. She leans forward. What do you think of the name Alex? Or Alexandra? She kind of leans. Oh, it's gonna be a boy. I can feel it. Archibald shakes and says, No. Knowing our luck, it's going to be a girl, and she's going to be just as bad as you. Stephanie smiles. The world could only hope. Off to the side, we see Bad Luck Betty and Doug. And Doug flips over a card. There it is again. I'm sorry, Cher. You lose. Betty looks down, looks up. I just saved the entire damn world. You know, you could throw a game every once in a while. Camera veers off, and Lacey O'Malley and Sister Mercy are standing side by side. They're leaning up against one of the trees, a cherry tree, fresh in bloom, which should be impossible at this time of year. But it is. Maybe about 10 feet away, kneeling down, looking at a Chinese checkerboard. It's Clang. And several of the staff are trying to teach him how to play the game. He roars in triumph as apparently he did a good move, and the staff begin clapping for him. There's a question between the two of you. What are you guys going to do with Clang?
I think we just got a new buddy.
I want to keep him. Can we keep him?
And that's what, as Lacey looks at Sister Mercy, Sister Mercy looks at Lacey, and they both turn, they look at Clang, and Clang turns, looks at both of them, and gets a big toothy smile.
I think he's already made the decision that he wants to stay with us.
Clang's a badass.
And the screen goes black, and our credits continue to roll.
Best game ever.
Merry Christmas, gentlemen.
Indeed. Indeed. And Clang surviving is a Christmas miracle.
That is true. Oh, well done. Well done.
So great.
That's a wrap for this week. Join us again here at Radio Salad Studios, home for Savage Sessions.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and hit that bell icon to be notified when new episodes are released.
Until we see each other again,
go out there,
be safe,
have fun,
and may the dice be with you.
Always.
This game references the Savage Worlds game system, available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle and all rights reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings, and unique characters, locations, and characters, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group.